The PGA Tour and the Saudi-backed LIV Golf have agreed to a shock merger. It ends a two-year battle that saw the upstart splash millions of dollars to lure some of the biggest players away from the traditional PGA events.
Obviously, it's been a very dynamic and complex couple of years. And for players, I'm not surprised that, this is an awful lot to ask them to digest. And this is a significant change for us, in the direction that we were going down. But as I'm trying to explain, and I will continue to explain as we go forward, this ultimately is a decision that I think is in the best interest of all of the members of the PGA Tour.
Let's get more now with our Saudi Bureau Chief, Matthew Martin, in Riyadh. So, Matthew, after competing so aggressively, why are LIV and the PGA suddenly changing course so dramatically?
Yes, look, as you say, this is a really dramatic change of course. The war of words between the PGA and LIV had been going on quite vociferously in the press and in the courts, and they have managed to keep this deal cooked up very quietly amongst a small group of advisors, and the main principals in this, Yasser Al-Rumayyan, the head of the Saudi Sovereign Wealth Fund, and Jay Monahan from the PGA. But they're doing this now to bring an end to the court battles that have been going on, the fight over players. This has all been getting quite ugly in the press and in the courtrooms. It was threatening to potentially drag on and on through legal proceedings, maybe even involving a subpoena of the boss of the Saudi Sovereign Wealth Fund as well. It was dragging in all sorts of different corners of life, from critics of Saudi Arabia, victims of the 9/11 terrorism attacks in the US. So it was all getting quite ugly and quite protracted, and so this enables them to draw a line underneath all of this and now concentrate on just playing golf.
So, Matthew, who's in control actually of golf now? PGA or the Saudis, and how much will they both be investing in the future?
Well, this is going to be an interesting question to watch as this develops. So initially, under the terms of this agreement, the new entity which is formed, which still doesn't have a name, the main economic voting rights are going to be held by the PGA at the moment. But we do know that the head of the Saudi Sovereign Wealth Fund, Yasser Al-Rumayyan, is going to be the chairman of this new entity. The PIF is going to be investing, they've said, billions into developing golf and to developing new tournaments and new competitions around the world. And they've also said that they have essentially a sort of first right of refusal over investments in new projects. So I think we will see over time that that balance of power may well shift. And with Yasser as chairman, it looks like the Saudis are very much at the top of this new entity.